Oh, finishing move. That's how he is in Texas Chainsaw Massacres. He's just like going
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah. Just because it is MK, of course, he needs to look good fighting, but his punches are beautiful. He's got great movement, great biomechanics. He's following through.
Oh.
You could survive everything but the last strike, right?
Yeah, so it depends. Usually a human can't bite that deep, but alien could.
Alien could. Jeez. Welcome to Gamology, guys. My name is Noah Flater. I am an actor and martial artist.
I'm Dr. Jordan Wagner, board-certified ER doctor. What are we up to?
We are here taking a look at MK horror movie characters. I'm so stoked. Let's get to it.
They're showing a Halloween episode in November.
All right, we're watching Freddy Krueger. Holy crap.
Nice.
That's a cool way to animate him to come into gameplay. Oh, this guy's screwed. What? Pair him with a cop.
Oh!
God damn. How does that work?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think Freddy Krueger only had one glove in real life.
You're right.
I think he only had one, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with him having two.
I think double is cool. It reminds me of like Wolverine.
Yeah, that's cool. I feel like he wouldn't be standing anymore.
No, he wouldn't. He'd be slicing off those metatarsals.
If you can teleport, flame teleport, you're just done. Just give up fighting that guy.
His movements are so quick.
Yeah, he's throwing them fast. They're just a variation of a bunch of different hooks. If you had open hands, imagine a very angry cat.
Right, a very angry cat. We know cat wounds are bad.
Yep. We discussed that the other episode.
Obviously,
how often do you think he has to sharpen his hand?
That's right. I think he actually likes the rusted blade
for infections.
Yeah, exactly.
We talked about.
Yeah, get some tetanus.
Yeah. Jesus.
Everybody get your tetanus shot with your rusted blades.
You're a little bit of a low kick in there. Yep. How old is he?
I don't even know how old this
He's
guy
moving
is.
pretty fast.
He's really fast.
Yeah.
And you also think Freddy comes to you in your dreams, so you can be anything you want in your dreams.
That's true. I like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's actually a sparring move I'll do. A kick is coming from here. Most people drop their hand and they try to block the kick down. So I'll rechamber and I'll go over the shielded hand and then go straight down. So that's kind of what he did there. That one's a bit harder because you lose a lot of the momentum off of the knee. You're a little too close to the partner.
Yep.
So when you're in elbow and knee range, it's really tight. When you're in kicking range, it's not that damaging. Still super cool.
Yeah, cool. Cool to see.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my nerd moment.
That's what you were waiting for, right?
Yes, I love these X-ray moves. You know, popping through the rib cage, and you can see getting into the heart, and then his skull wide open. Oh,
Jesus Christ! Dropped him into hell.
Actually, the blood splatter. A lot of these games they do is only blood splatters, but he went right into the heart, and it could actually like blow that well out of there. It's good.
I like how he didn't hit any ribs. It was
he
like
went
straight through
it.
every single rib.
Yes,
yeah.
Which surprisingly, I've seen in real life where people like get stabbed and it goes right through the ribs.
But that's one stab, right?
One stab. It's not.
He's got all five of his fingers. Yeah.
Exactly.
10. Yeah. Oh Jesus! Into the furnace. Done.
And we got an arm that's still moving. It can actually still do that, actually.
Still moving?
A little bit, right after.
Like finger twitching?
A little bit movement, and then
that's
it's done.
creepy. Jesus.
Because it's still got some nerve attachment, so to speak, but it doesn't continue.
Flawless victory.
Oh yeah, give me some Jason Voorhees.
I didn't know that was his last name.
Yeah.
I suck.
Yeah, no, his shows have been around forever. Oh, okay. He just doesn't die because he's like a mythical.
How is he like immortal?
Yeah,
like
he's immortal.
It's impossible to kill him. Damn.
Did he drown in a lake at
Right.
a camp when he was a kid?
When he was a kid.
Oh, little cervical fracture.
So that's
No
the
problem,
crazy
stay
thing
with
about
it.
Jason is how big he is,
He's
right?
huge.
Yeah. So a lot of these movements actually would do so much more damage.
So
how
much
big
more
he is.
damage.
Yeah. I had to do a stunt on set where I picked up this girl and she's like 80, 90 pounds and I had to throw her.
Yeah.
When I threw her, everybody on the crew was so shocked. Like, she was flying in
Wow,
the air.
yeah.
I weigh like 180. Like, how much do you think he weighs?
Yeah, he's like close to 260, 270.
Picking up a 100-pound girl.
Right,
Done.
he's no problem.
Done.
And
yeah.
he's jacked.
Yeah.
Like, it's not 270, 280 of fat. He's
Fat, it's
muscular.
muscle. Yeah.
Look at his head. You're just be able to squeeze somebody and make them bleed like that.
Jeez.
You're not gonna be able to squeeze somebody and have them cough up or vomit blood that quick.
Could you squeeze somebody's skull?
Only if you have superhuman strength. Or you're the mountain.
But I know a lot of martial artists that can crack coconuts with their hands.
Yeah, so there's a potential that you could do it. So we have suture lines where our skulls actually form together. That could be a potential place where it could crack through. Different spots, maybe in your temples where the bone's not as thick. But again, unless somebody's out cold, they're also going to be
They're fighting
and
and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The grab and throw. Jeez.
No chance.
Just messing with you at this point.
I mean, the guy moves really well for a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fast.
That's a lot of blunt trauma. Bruised organs right there.
It's like every hit blood's flying everywhere.
They're good combos.
I've also never seen him fight this well ever.
Right.
Just because it is MK, of course. He needs to look good fighting, but his punches are beautiful. He's got great movement, great biomechanics. He's following through with all his hits.
Notice that kick was a little straight leg, like.
That's called a rising kick or an axe kick. Typically, we use that as a warm-up kick because an axe kick is straight leg and we come down.
Makes sense.
And a lot of guys break their collarbones getting hit by that kick.
Yep.
And you know, collarbone's so easy.
Collarbone's super easy, and very rarely do I ever fix them. Ooh. The sound is so good.
Yeah, sound design is awesome.
Just getting crushed and destroyed and bouncing.
He's got some good kicks, man. The kicks are brutal.
It's flexible enough to be able to get his leg all the way up.
Yeah, it's MK, man. You see him do a front kick like that, you're like, wow, that's good flexibility.
Right.
'Cause to me, that's average.
Oh, got it. Yeah, yeah. But he's so tall.
I'm like, that's a bare minimum. You should be able to kick to the head.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh.
The knee. He is getting his knee pretty high. I will say that. His knee's coming all the way up.
Oh.
Done. That's instant death.
That is definitely.
Yep, dead. She was dead 4 hits ago.
Holy cow. I love it.
She gets back up.
So when the skin came off the face,
Yeah.
if you looked up in Grey's Anatomy, not the movie or the TV show, but the book itself, it actually has all the temporalis muscle, the masseter muscle, all the muscles appropriately, just right there. They did a really good job. And taking the machete, as long as it actually goes this way out, you'll survive. You'll just cut through tissue. But if you're going straight through the brain,
You're
a
dead.
whole other geek out moment.
Jesus Christ.
Right through. Oh, nice. Oh.
Damn.
What is actually coming out? Is that supposed to be intestines?
Guts.
Guts. But I like the reality of it that it didn't do like one slice and it's done. The fact that you have to hack through somebody makes a lot more realistic sense.
Yeah.
I have a pair of scissors, literally, that can cut through bone with one snap.
You have scissors that can cut ribs?
Yeah, thank you, Leatherman.
This guy's joining me in the fights.
Yes.
I need somebody.
Yes. But we used them, you know, in an emergency where you have to crack somebody's chest open and you don't have the right tool or something like that. Oh.
What?
Oh, just missing an arm. Oh, the other arm fell off.
It's like a Mr. Potato.
A little bit more blood would be normal, but you'd actually see like strings of like white and red depending on like the tendons, depending on the nerves that are coming out.
That's nasty.
The nerves are crazy. The nerves look like really thick polyostring trees.
Jesus.
White, thick, ropey kind of thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jason wins.
Predator.
Oh, we love Predator. I love the Predator because we got old school Rocky
Yup.
Anytime now.
and some and Arnold Schwarzenegger's in this. Should be.
So good.
Predator is such a cool character. And
How
he's
would you
got-
feel if they did a remake?
I'd love it.
Yeah,
I like
would
all
probably
remakes.
be-
They have
probably
to
do a
try.
better job now. Yeah.
But the story behind the Predator is alien species, and they're all warriors.
Hunters, right?
Hunters.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that made the aliens
Right.
to hunt.
Yep. They're
Yeah,
great at
old-
tracking, so all their weapons on them are all for tracking and hunting.
Yeah.
Makes them even crazier to
And,
fight.
and they're huge. They're just these big beasts and can move because they're aliens.
It's all vicious hits.
And he's got claws, so add that to the mix.
What's that little gun thing on his shoulder, too?
Yeah. Whoop. We don't even have like any of the laser beams in medicine. We have like cauterizing things, but nothing that just like shing, like cut you like a knife. It's just brutalizing them. Oh, that was sick. That's like Donatello, right? The
Post
stick.
out, yeah.
Do you guys ever use that when you're like sparring? Other type of like long staffs or something like that?
We don't really use it for sparring. It's more like if we just want to pick on somebody around us, start messing with them.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
What?
They love their spine.
Yeah, the
bits.
spine is so good. Can you do that again? It's like get rid of the tissue so you can see everything. So you got the muscles here in your neck that are super like ropey. That has to do with the head turning. You can all see them there. So wherever they get to contract it through the anatomy, it does a good job. You can see the vertebrae just getting demolished. And it's pretty much right at the level of the heart. You can actually see the heart between the ribs. Oh, let's get another fatality. Oh. Oh!
Into the freaking brain.
Slice through.
True decapitation.
Love it. Almost close to the brain anatomy. The middle section
is not
exactly like that.
Why do you think they did it that way?
I don't know. Maybe there's a symbol hidden into the game itself. But normally it's called your lateral ventricles. And that's where your CSF is actually made and stored. It's beautiful. Hannibal Lecter would be happy.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
cool.
blowing holes through people. Nice. I love burnt tissue. Good job. Yeah.
Done.
They even did a lower section. You can actually see his tongue still moving. So,
oh yeah, I see it.
It's amazing the detail that they go into.
Yeah, so much detail.
And of course,
spine.
And that's actually classic of the Predator. They keep the bones and the vertebrae.
There it is.
Predator wins.
I love Chainsaw Massacre.
Good old Leatherface.
Yeah.
Nice to meet a fellow Texan.
Damn, he's sick. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That's the end of
That's
it right there.
We're done and over.
Have you ever had any?
We get a lot of chainsaw injuries.
You get a lot?
We get a lot.
What the heck?
Yeah, people aren't really paying attention, or the chainsaw will kick back at you. It's almost like a bike chain with a little bit of sharpness to it.
Sure.
So it eats through tissue.
And just needs a little speed, and then
Yep.
that's it.
Zrink.
Yeah.
And then things get caught in it because it's rotary.
Right. Do you think it'd be pretty easy for a chainsaw to go through somebody?
No, you gotta go take some effort to do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. So usually it's a lot of soft tissue
Right.
injuries. So almost all the chainsaw injuries are accidental.
You're getting a lot of accidents, not homicides, then.
Correct. And when you bring it up,
Gotcha.
and you're like, oh man, I hit my face or something. Yeah, you just don't realize.
Damn.
Versus being attacked by it.
Do you think he's ever done that to himself?
Definitely. That's why he has other people's skin on his face. He's a big dude too.
Yeah, he's a real big dude.
And to be able to move a chainsaw
That fast.
even,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do
Yeah,
that.
no.
I've never seen anybody move with a chainsaw that fast ever, or anything awkward shaped like that.
Oh, he's hitting him
He has
like
some
an
kind
axe or a...
of metal weapon.
Oh, you know, because he's a leather worker. So it's probably like a type of hammer.
Yeah, hammer's another like crazy random tool you could pick up and do some serious damage with.
People show up to the ER getting beat with hammers. Yep. Don't use a hammer to hit people.
Wait, why specifically hammer? I mean, it's just a good thing to not hit people.
It's just easy access. Most people have hammers at their house for certain things.
That's messed up.
And people do that. People do messed up things, and homeless or different traumas or drug deals or whatever.
You say homeless a lot. That's so sad. There's
It's sad.
lot of
There's
homeless.
a lot of people got to defend themselves. Typically, a lot of homeless end up in that situation because of mental health or drugs.
God damn, man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice hammer through the skull.
Do you think a hammer could go through the skull?
Yeah, a hammer that big and on the back of the skull and
Could
how
crack
strong
it for
he is
sure.
could definitely break through.
Yeah.
They depicted it as if it was a hollow object, though. Obviously,
Right.
your brain's there. So
Right.
when that scalp would open up, you get to see gray and white matter kind of squirt out, too.
That's disgusting.
Very soft. It's very soft. Our brains are very, like, the coolest thing, but
Jell-O.
it's very gelatinous.
Yeah.
And-
And then starts it while it's
Right.
in him. And is it gonna pull it up? Oh Jesus.
Yep. There's not a lot of martial arts skills to this, but it's good.
Jeez,
Between every
man, the
vertebrae, you have the
detail
vertebral
there.
disc, which is good.
Oh, this is classic
Oh,
in the movie
nice.
too.
Let me just cut the body in half. Good job on the intestines, almost.
Almost.
Almost. So people always ask, could you live without your bottom half? Yeah, you potentially could.
You think you could survive that?
If you don't bleed out, there are ways to potentially fix things. So if your kidneys are still intact, you potentially can still have a collecting system. Your genital system is gone. So there's no peeing. Thanks, Leatherface. Oh, finishing move. Nice. That's how he is in Texas Chainsaw Massacres. He's just like going
Crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
I think he has some sort of mental health disorder. Oh, Alien.
Sick. His presence is
Versus
dope.
Predator.
There we
Beautiful.
go. Without the helmet, hell yeah.
Oh.
You could survive everything but the last strike, right?
Yeah, so it depends. So you got a bite to the neck if it's got normal anatomy with the carotid artery vessels. Could you go deep enough? Usually a human can't bite that deep, but Alien could.
Alien could. I love the foot placement on the thigh though. That's proper.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Using your leverage.
Stability. Yeah. Jeez.
But like they spike through the
Isn't Alien way bigger than Predator too?
Yeah.
But for the gameplay, they make them the same height. Yeah.
Penetrating trauma right to the abdomen.
Jeez. This tail could generate that kind of strength and power to be able to penetrate.
Yeah.
Especially if it had a similar anatomy to like a snake or python or anything like that. Yeah.
And it's got a blade at the end, basically.
Yeah.
Predator's just taking punishment.
Overhand strike.
So it's such an advantage. You're striking and boxing basically, and then all of a sudden you just bend over and just smack them. You don't even see it's coming.
Yeah.
That's a third leg or a third arm.
The leg sweep with the tail is cool.
Even the legs of the alien, you see
it just looks like his armor all over his body.
Yeah, and a helmet on. Like, come on. Causing some damage with all that blood coming out.
Predator be bleeding
Predator
out.
blood.
Yeah. All tail hits.
I mean, you'll be able to survive puncture wounds, but not very long per se, especially if you're trying to be active again.
Right.
Because if you puncture the vessel, you'll just be pumping. Because a lot of times you have puncture wounds, so say you get impaled by a sword or something, if it's left in, it's fine. But the minute you pull it out or rotate it, right?
That's
so same thing with these big blunt objects.
Punctures, you keep it in.
Yep. Cut a piece of it off so you're not walking around with it like sticking out, and then get to the closest place that can help you.
Ooh.
Oh,
the multiple stabs.
Using the tail as artwork.
Break the jaw.
Punctured right through. I love the x-ray vision per se. It's like the anatomy. It's just, when in doubt, go to the ribs.
Imagine if you could bite somebody's skull.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the queen, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, done.
And still just, look, the blood's just still pumping out of the leg. Whatever's left over. It wouldn't actually pulsate like that.
It wouldn't?
No, it would just flow out.
Gotcha.
Because you don't have a heart pumping it, right? Your pump is gone.
Sure. Wow.
Look at it. I love it. Straight through. You can still see it.
Still see.
Fatalities are nuts in this. And MK.
Alien's mouth is super strong. Holy shit.
Now we got a new one that grew inside. It's a combo. They need to do that for the next MK. They have like a Predator Alien combination.
All right, who was your favorite?
So I was really impressed with the ability of the movements of Jason Voorhees.
I was gonna say Jason too.
Yes.
It's crazy to see somebody that big move that quick. Right.
He's doing a pretty good job. For somebody who's magical, mystical, dead powers, just his musculature being that large.
All right, what was your favorite fatality?
My favorite fatality is, again, Jason Voorhees.
Nice.
So Jason Voorhees, I'm not like a sadistic, but the fact that it actually showed that you had to hack through it a couple times and you still see the anatomy.
I liked Predator. Because when it cut to his POV and you saw like the heat sensor, it totally reminded me of the movie. That's like my childhood. That was super cool. I think MK does a really good job of always stay true to the lore of every character, and I love that. It's so cool. Who was the closest to having a specific martial arts style? Freaking nobody.
Nobody. The only one that actually used martial arts
probably Jason. Like his crosses, his hooks, his front kicks. He had really, really good front kicks, rising axe kicks, a lot of power, straight lines. Everybody else is like a fusion of just movement. It's like claws, you have a chainsaw. There's no, I don't know, maybe some Chinese guys in the mountains made up a chainsaw martial arts style I don't know about. There is kind of a difference between martial arts and fighting, where martial arts has like a specific style or art form that you learn in that system. We're not really seeing that here, and it doesn't have to be that. They're horror characters, man. Let them just go crazy.
That's nuts.
God damn it. None of them. I don't want to fight
don't want any
anybody.
of
Gamology, stop making me try to fight people every time, bro. Probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What about Freddy?
No, I don't want to fight.
What if you were given the same tools?
I could probably fight Freddy because I have some crazy f***ing dreams, man.
Right.
Actually, I'm gonna go with Predator because I want to be up there with Arnold and everybody else. I'm in. I'm fighting Predator. All right, that was the end of MK Horrorness.
That was just a different take, right? Because you're so used to MK, like fighting game. And now you get the horror characters, which fight as well, but they have these weird tools.
I think it's the nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I grew up watching these. I love them no matter what. Let's just see if I can beat Sub-Zero as Alien.
And they did such a good job of like the graphics of the characters and their paraphernalia that they have.
If you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, you can look up at Noah_Flater.
And check me out at YouTube channel, Dr. ER.
Follow Gamology on Facebook and YouTube if you guys like this content. I'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Is Predator considered horror? I'm like, that's an adventure movie.
Yeah, adventure's fun. Yeah. There's that classic move where the guys, they have a bro moment where they do the arm thing. Yeah, super cool.
So good.
Yes.